Peace, everyone. I'm currently on day 12 of a tea break, and I have taken tea breaks probably like 3 or 4 times before in my life since I started smoking. But if you think about it, that's not nearly as often as I need it to be because I started smoking weed when I was like 15. So this tea break has been really eye-opening in that I've had a chance to connect back to reality and regain control over the habit. And it takes 21 days to break a habit. So I'm 12 days in, I'm going for 21 days so that I can reestablish my relationship with cannabis, because it's also like, in a very Western way, it's a form of just not appreciating the medicinal elements that can be present. You know, kind of like wine. It's like 1 glass a day can have some good benefits. But at the point that we're abusing, the substance, it's not even looking at it as a substance, looking at the natural root of it. So when I understood how marijuana plants actually bud and bloom, how long it takes for them to grow up from seed, how growers refer to the plant as she because they recognize the female properties of the plant and they have patience with her. They speak to her, they give her different nutrients, and they understand that there are different stages of flowering and of budding. And it's actually a process of respecting the female anatomy, respect for female nature, respect for women. And so I wasn't realizing the ways that I was being disrespectful to the female nature by asking such an overproduction of Mary Jane, the plant. But upon learning the process of how the plant grows, I had to sit and be honest with myself and ask, is there a part of me that is demanding too much? That's demanding for things to happen too fast? And the answer is yes. So that's kind of like the purpose of this tea break. And of course I noticed that the reason I depended so much upon smoking was the hand motion and the mouth motion. So that's why you guys have been hearing a lot more from me. I realized that in terms of the oral part, I can speak a lot more, I can eat healthful foods, I can speak a lot more. And then with my hands, that's why I became an artist actually in the first place, to keep my hands busy on something that could create something better, rather than using my hands to destroy. As a kid, I was definitely the kid that broke stuff. If I was mad, But one time, I'd broken a bracelet, and I remember feeling so sad. I was upset, and so I just ripped the bracelet. I'm like, oh. And there was a space within me as a young child that was like, hey, you worked on that bracelet. Didn't you want it? It's like, yeah. Then why did you break it? Because I needed something to do with my hands that was better. And what about making something else? What about creating something new? Painting, writing, typing. That's been me lately. So, checking out. Wish me luck. Wish me prosperity. And I hope the same returns back to you.